All right, Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Hit thumbs up button if you like the content. So today, got a special guest on, Sean P. Man, tell him where you from, brother.
What's good? It's your boy Sean P back again. Back from Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. Even though we haven't done some videos in a while since the beginning of the Kendrick and Drake beat, but we getting back to that. Yep, back again to talk about some of these award shows, Reese. We
Yeah,
got some things to talk about with these award shows.
yeah. So, I guess we're gonna go right into it. Um, Grammys versus BET Awards. Um, a lot of people have a lot to say about the Grammys, and a lot of people
Yeah.
have a lot to say about BET Awards. But we gonna take a different approach on it. We're gonna talk about that too, but we also gonna talk about how we really feel about the direction that the Grammys and the BET, well, let's just say the BET Awards, well, Grammys too, they too do the same thing.
Yeah.
But so you can start us off. What you thinking?
We got to start with the BET Awards, bro. We,
Okay.
we got to start there. I think we got to talk about really the fall off of the BET Awards, and that's really what just like got me thinking about this whole thing. Before I get to the Grammys, but I tuned in, and just to let you know, just as a disclaimer, I really haven't paid attention to the BET Awards for over like 10 years. I really
Mm-hmm.
haven't been one to go ahead and really embrace award shows, but I do think they are important because they give a certain recognition to artists that they are at the top of their game. Whether you want to say it's the BET Awards, the Grammys, the BET Hip Hop Awards, the Billboard Awards, it does mean something, to an artist. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the BET Awards, I just got to start. Like, what happened to this award show? I mean, and is this a real representation of? It's really two questions. Like, one is, has it really fell off that bad, or is it a representation of how bad the music industry or the hip hop music industry is? Because all of the performers there, just to start off, were basically all females. The only male rap performance was Will Smith. And he's doing it as a comeback on a guy. Now, here's the thing. Now, I do think that was a good performance, but it was more of a gospel performance as he came in as a special guest. This is pretty good too. But outside of that, it was what I call now Ratchet Row. It was Ice Spice. It was Lotto. It was Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion. Who am I missing? Came out there. I don't think Glorilla performed, but you get my drift. Basically, Ratchet Row, a female artist, female rap artist of the new school ratchet hip hop, P rap, whatever you want to call it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
They came out there. You know what I mean? Um, I think Tyler, who was the Afrobeats artist and blew up as a new artist, she gave a decent performance. Lauryn Hill closed the show. Why Lauryn Hill of all people is coming out to close the show out of all of these years, I have no idea. And I just saw a terrible tribute to Usher, just from start to finish. First of all, it was all female R&B artists that paid tribute to him, and they were C-level female R&B artists like Kiki Palmer. Who's that? Tinashe. Who is that? Um, Marsha Ambrosius sung, and she's a good artist. She's a very good artist, talented. But Childish Gambino, of all people, opened the Usher tribute. Childish Gambino, and he's not a singer. I mean, he tries to sing. He does all right, but he's not a singer. Like, why are you giving a tribute to Usher when I mean, where's like Neo to give a tribute? You know what I mean? Now I understand like Chris Brown has his differences, but I would love to see Chris Brown give a tribute to Usher. You know what I mean? Where are the real A-list R&B stars? You know, to give a tribute to Usher. You know what I mean? Even a Bryson Tiller who doesn't dance like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, what came of this show? The performances was terrible. All the awards that were given out were basically they just filled the names with all the popular male rap artists: Drake, Future, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar won Best Male Hip Hop Artist, and he hasn't put an album out in 2 years. So it's just Drake was nominated in 7 categories off of an absolute, maybe his second or weakest album in All for the Dogs. Okay? Remember that song with Sexy Red he had?
Yeah.
That song got nominated. Not the new one, the old one. The Hands on Your Knees. Hands on Your Knees. That got nominated, bro. For like
Wow.
best rap song. Yeah.
Wow.
And again, Killer Mike, right? Killer Mike. Now this is an opportunity, like you could really give him his flowers because he did win a Grammy. He's kind of getting his respect late in his career. He won for best album of the year, right? And they couldn't even give him the floor, the stage to perform, which I would love to see him perform his song that he won a Grammy with Future and Andre 3000. They don't even
Hmm.
perform that song, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like I said, it's ratchet row out there. You know what I mean? Okay, in the Usher tribute, right? Guess who sung Luda's part? In Yeah, with Little, you know the song Yeah with
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
and Usher.
Yeah.
Guess who sung Ludacris part?
Who's that?
Lotto sung it.
Oh.
Lotto rapped Ludacris verses, dog. Like, is this like seriously? Like, is this? It has the BET Awards become the representation of black hip hop and black music, or the female representation of or interpretation of what hip hop and music was supposed to be. Like they did it in the Usher tribute. Excuse me. Teyana Taylor did a dance dressed as a man, dressed as a man, and she did like a I don't know what you want to call it, but it was a provocative positions with what's her name, Victoria Monet, who danced and she killed it in the dance. But it's like, what do you and y'all are singing, you know, male masculinized lyrics of Usher as a woman. You know what I mean? A woman expressing her love to a like I'm confused. Like y'all are women talking about a man loving like what is this? And then of
Man.
course you heard about the Taraji P Henson, right?
Yeah.
With Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Like come on. You mean to tell okay? So Kendrick's nominated. You mean to tell me you couldn't get Kendrick to go do the award show? I mean, he did win an award.
He was there, right? I believe he
Huh?
was there.
I don't. Was he?
I think he
That's even
was, and I
worse.
think that's when he won the award.
He was there. He couldn't even perform. Like,
I
come
don't
on.
know. I know I seen him win. Maybe it was an old picture, but
Yeah.
I didn't see the award show. But he did
I don't know. I
win.
don't know. I didn't see the whole award show. I just stayed for a little bit of it. I stayed for a couple of the performances, but I'm just like, what happened to this show, man? Like, what is this representing for us? You know what I mean? I just got to get your take on it. Like, what's
Um,
going on?
it's a couple of things, a couple of reasons why I think this is happening. I think a lot of women put themselves in a position where they feel like they wasn't getting proper representation on anything. Because if you look at everything, every industry now, they're trying to dominate it with women. Even the movie industry. All these movies now that you see, that's why the comic book movie industry fell off. Because they dominated it with all females.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If not that, then it's with homosexuality or gay or trans. Basically, that's what
Yeah.
it is. So
Mm.
them dressing up as men, that's a nod to the trans community. That's basically what that is, in my
That's
opinion. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And them them only letting females perform for 90% of the show or 99% of the show. And we'd already know, like, I like Childish Gambino, but he's a little feminine. He leans on that side. You know what I'm saying? So he might not be gay, but he leans on that side. So it's okay for him to perform. But the male artists, and this is just 100% facts, and they can't hide from it, but they try to it's kind of like the WNBA. Nobody cares about the WNBA. Everybody cares about the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But they want to put it out there as if everybody love it. Like, it's kind of like they making you look at it even though you don't want to look at it. So it's the same thing with the BET Awards, with the Grammys, with all these awards where they constantly putting females up there because men dominate everything. And it's not our fault we more talented than them. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But is it? But is it? But I think here's the thing, and this is what we really gotta take a look at. Is it really that men are dominated and they just want to give the female rap artists a chance, or is this, female hip hop? Is this what they're just trying to push and trying to bury what the males are doing? Because I wanna push back on the female point right there, right? So Rhapsody got an album out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a pretty good album. Rhapsody has been a Grammy nominated artist, and Grammy has given her recognition. This is when I want to get to the Grammy point. You mean to tell me you couldn't get Rhapsody to come out there and maybe perform like on one of the 5 minute artist spotlight deals, or present an award, or come out with Lotto to present an award or something, or even participate in a tribute something? You know what I mean? You can't give that side of female hip hop
I'll tell you
respect,
why.
but you gotta project the like I said, Ratchet Row.
I'll tell you why.
Ratchet Row. That's what you gotta project.
That's what I'm saying. Rhapsody is kind of like Childish Gambino. Rhapsody leans more on the side of what? Of men hip hop, real hip hop. She don't lean on the side of Lotto and Meg and all of those the ratchet rappers. She don't lean on that side. So
Yes.
they're not gonna they're not gonna put her out there as much as they would put somebody out there like a Sexy Red or somebody like that, because I'll give you another example. Your girl, what's your girl name? Uh, the one you just mentioned earlier, young
Ice
girl,
Spice?
Ice Spice,
Ice
right?
Spice. Yeah.
Ice Spice. When it come to these female rappers, they have to be successful very fast, because if they don't, they fall off quick. They're trying to push Ice Spice so hard, and she ain't winning nothing. She not doing nothing. And trying to push her so hard because she's like that golden goose right now. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't going nowhere. So a lot of these shows, they're catered towards feminism. So they're pushing everything with females. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Even though somebody like Rhapsody would be a little more masculine, so they're not gonna push her. You know what I'm saying? We know Rhapsody can rap better than all of them, and she's better than all of them, and she has a great album, but they're not gonna push that because she leans more on the side of masculinity. That's how I look at it. Look at all these award shows. It's
But see,
dominated by women.
and I agree with that to a standpoint. And of course, Beyonce won an award for just nothing. She wins every award, right?
She wins the
But
award just for looking around, bro.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, but back to this, right?
Why did she win an award?
She won an award for like best video or something. I think best video for the Texas Hold'em song. One song, okay. But I want to get back to the female thing, because see, here's my thing. I don't have a problem with female hip hop, but I kind of want to get this is why I want to get to my Grammy argument is at least in the Grammys they nominate, and now they're projecting artists from a variety of schools of hip hop. You know what I mean? Because they give respect to like a Rhapsody, maybe a Tierra Whack, or another style of female rap that comes from another perspective. But everything here was ratchet roll, bro. And you know what they're talking about. They're
Mm-hmm.
talking about, yeah, over sexualized lyrics, hypersexualized lyrics, prostitution, all of that other stuff. Them acting as men, as if they're, having sex as if they are men. You know what I mean? That's what they're projecting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one thing, don't get it twisted. Like, there's nothing wrong. And of course, with feminism, it's just the equality of men. So I get that. But at least project a variety of artists out there that are going to give all the perspectives of women. You know what I mean? Don't just push one perspective. And another thing too, I don't want to hear about this BET is owned by white people, because I was going to get to the white people now, because we're going to get to that with the Grammys, because the narrative is it's a white people award, right? BET's CEO Scott M. Mills is a black man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a black man. He's the CEO of BET, and that includes VH1, BET Soul, BET Her, all of them. Most of the people on their board are black. Tyler Perry is a minority owner. He is black. So I don't want to hear, well, it hasn't been owned by black people in years, when the people in charge are black.
Yeah.
So this is our doing.
Yeah.
They're the ones who organize this thing. And this really gets to from a post I had in my group that I said, listen, they need to get some new organizers for this BET Awards, because between the tributes and the performances and all this is just trash. Why couldn't they get like a who has been recruited by a quote white establishment, the NFL, every single performance since Jay-Z has come on has been lit. 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre, what was the other one? Kendrick Lamar came out. Rihanna came out. Jennifer Lopez and Shakira came out. Killed it. Who was the one that performed this year? Who performed this year? I totally forget. I'm blanking on it. But because Rihanna performed in 22. Um, anyway, Jay-Z went to and turned their performances out.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't they do something to give somebody an organizer with a foresight of that, to kind of turn the awards show around back into a quality show? You know what I mean?
I think they looking at it from the point of view of what's hot, what's popping. They looking at it from the point of view of A&Rs. Most of those shows, and but BT is a little bit different for me, because BT and the Grammys are totally different things. I think BT is irrelevant. It's relevant, but it's not necessary.
Yeah,
The Grammys to me is much more established and much more relevant and much more
that's the establishment.
you know what I'm saying? That's
That's the
that's the
establishment.
Grammys is the Grammys is the Super Bowl. That's how I look
Yeah,
at it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Anything outside of that is just you're playing a game. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to discredit the BET Awards, but it's from it's always been toxic. All the way back to even when the Source Awards. To me, and I don't want to sound like this, but if you don't have somebody in charge that's a pioneer or somebody that is like a Jay-Z that kind of know what they're doing, it's always going to be toxic and ratchet. Because a lot of these people who run it, they're not from the streets and they don't know. Only thing they know is let's put Lotto or let's put Sexy Red or let's put this girl up there, or let's put this guy up there. And these dudes are stone cold street dudes. And guess who they bringing with them? Stone cold street people. So a lot of times they don't know how to gauge it. Jay-Z, at least he's from the streets and he knows what to put, who to bring, who to do this, who to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing too, and I hate to say this, but they give a lot of these people free reign to do whatever and wear whatever and say whatever. They don't care.
That's true.
So a lot of times
There's
you
no
get,
class. There's no class with it.
it's no class at all. To me, when you win an
Go
award,
ahead.
to me, you're supposed to be able to. You on another level now. Once you make it, if you make it to the Grammys, I don't care how I don't care how people try to spin it and say, oh, it's not this, it's not that. Michael Jackson was on the Grammys. So if you make it to that, you have to
Prince
be
was on the
a
Grammys.
totally different person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be one of those people that can recognize that you have made it. To me, you could be an artist for 10 years and never win a Grammy. You win a Grammy award, you always gonna have that on your resume. That you are a Grammy award winning artist. That's like winning an Emmy. That's like winning anything. Whether you say it didn't mean anything or not. There was enough people that liked you for them to give you something that is significant to your music career, whether you trash or not. That's how I look at it. So when people talk about the Grammys and they talk about whatever, I look at it from a point of view of you had to at least have something with you. But the thing is, when they get there, these newer artists, they think they still in the 40/40 club or the hood. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at they come in it with like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I don't care.
Didn't they have, like, was it last year or a couple of years ago? They had Chief Keef come out there and say, "Yeah, I'm on national TV." Say, "Yeah, I'm a stab a dude in his neck." All kinds
Bro,
of
come
stuff like
on,
that
bro.
on a performance, on an
Bro,
award
come on.
performance.
So they egg this type of behavior on by letting it go. Like, see, before, you know how it was. Me and you grew up, we like street rap. But we know the difference between realism and entertainment. Now they're putting these people on there who are literally involved in shooting and killings. They're literally involved in this. Some of these artists would be like, yeah, you know your uncle or your cousin shot somebody. And you were there. And you are out here talking like, yeah. Like, they don't have no etiquette. Nothing. So these award shows, I don't watch them no more because they be, I don't know, they like a cesspool. They be so trash. They don't know how to, there's no, you know how I put it to you like this.
You don't
The
have
M,
no home training.
yes, the
Don't have
NBA,
no
right?
home training.
The NBA,
Yeah.
right? It was only really one person in the NBA. Well, I would say maybe two or three, but the one that stood out the most in the NBA that spoke how he felt, he really was Charles Barkley, right? He got a lot of flack for that. But most of the NBA players, they were media trained. You know what I'm saying? They talk right on the, and they never shit on the competition. They ain't never do that. They say, oh, he played a good game, blah, 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 blah. They have no media training on none of these award shows. So these people are coming to these award shows and they just saying whatever and doing whatever. How you got Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, the two biggest females in hip hop, outside of Nicki. Let's forget Nicki because she's already a legend. She's gone. But these two are the biggest girls in hip hop doing the scissor on stage in front of kids.
Terrible. Terrible, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But as far as the BT, as far as the white thing goes, you can't use that argument when it comes to these award shows because all these award shows are ran by black people.
Exactly.
Grammys are ran. Their Grammy CEO is black.
I mean, the CEO of BT had to co-sign this. They co-sign all of this stuff. So whether it's a white owner or not, and BET is owned by a media group, but a black CEO. That CEO has head of everything, carte blanche.
Mm-hmm.
So he is black. So he co-signs all of this. They got co-signers doing that. So I don't want
Both
to
of them are
hear,
black.
oh, yeah, don't say, well, it's a cop out. It's a cop out to say, oh, well, it's not, you're not really owned by black people, or they only part owned by black people. No, 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 no.
Nah, nah.
No, we're not doing that.
Black people,
Don't try and
the
sweep
black
something
people,
under the
they they
rug for
they set
your
up, they
ratchet behavior.
control, they run. Like, okay, Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, but you are allowed, you put up things on Facebook. Should you say, well, you can't say certain things because it's ran? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
of course they own the platform. This black guy, he runs the company. He's put in place as the boss, but it's not just one person who owns this shit. It's a board, and I believe it's CBS or something like that. You know what I'm saying? CBS owns a
Viacom, I
lot of
think.
shit.
I want to say it's Viacom or something
Yeah,
like that.
Viacom. I believe Viacom is part of CBS or something, right? Either way,
Yeah.
this is a big company, and they have a board which you could get voted out, and they had to vote him in. They voted this black man in, so they knew that he can bring or do whatever. So he signed off on a lot of this stuff. It's the same thing with the Grammys. But people, what they want to do is, I see what a lot of people do. I see what a lot of people do. What they do is they want to downplay the awards because of who they giving them to. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that that's fair, because if you look at the Grammys, when rap wasn't getting its recognition, people had something to say about it. Oh, it's a white man's blah 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 blah. Even though Michael Jackson won all the awards all the time, he's black. But they was saying, oh, this is a white man's award, blah 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 blah. What happened after that? Now the Grammys is 99% black on everything. They have so many rap categories, it's incredible. Only thing I don't like about the Grammys is most rappers, matter of fact, I believe only two win album of the year. They might win hip hop album of the year, but they don't win album
Lauren
of the
Hill
year.
was the last one, I think.
I think Lauryn
Yeah.
Hill was. And no, it was Aquemini, then I believe it was Lauryn Hill.
Lauren Hill.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that's my thing. That's the only gripe I have with them. Outside of that,
But
they
see,
got more categories for hip
I
hop
put it to you like this:
than
that yeah, they
anything.
have more categories for R&B and hip hop, more categories for international artists, and it's more the lesser known. I'm not gonna say lesser known, but the artists that aren't in, I'd say, in in the know right now. You know what I mean? Like Hit Boy gets respect. Hit Boy gets the same level of respect to the Grammys that the Metro Boomin does here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like a Corday would get respect to the Grammys. He got nominated a couple times. Killer Mike obviously won. He won like 3 Grammys, I think. You know what I mean? So, and of course, Black Thought this year got nominated. Nas a couple years back, Freddie Gibbs got nominated. Pusha T gets nominated. You know what I mean? Like
Now see,
artists
hold up
like
real
that
quick.
are quote unquote.
Hold up real quick. Now you
What happened?
see, some of them rappers been in the game for 20 years or more,
That's right.
right? Even if they're getting their respect now, you can't say you can't say it's ran by white people if all the rappers that we grew up and we loved, we needed them to get their respect. Now they're getting their respect
They're
now.
getting their respect.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So how is it that, okay, maybe back in the day you could say that, but you can't say that now.
Say that now.
You can't. You
Can't do
can't
it.
use the argument now when it comes to that, because
Yeah.
these guys are. I would have never thought that Nas was going to get a Grammy, and
Yeah.
he literally came back and revived his whole career and got a Grammy.
That's right.
Never got nothing, and he came back.
I
And
mean,
guess what? Guess what?
BET
One more
Awards.
thing before you go. Guess what? That one Grammy probably to him means more than how many Jay-Z has, because he really worked hard for that from the beginning to the end. Because Jay-Z got like 22, 23 or something like that.
24, I
But
think.
that
Yeah.
one, To me, that one means more to him than 23 of them. And that's the thing about winning these awards sometimes. Some people, even if you got one, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
See, like the BET Awards, they just throw any old hot artist. They just throw the usual suspects. It's they're gonna be Drake, Cole, Kendrick, Future. You know what I mean? You know the usual suspects. They just throw out there, even if they got one song. Like this year, what you call it? BET Awards. Lil Wayne got nominated, right? Lil Wayne hasn't put out an album in how many years? 5 years, 6 years, 8 years?
What did I
I mean,
just
now
tell
he's
you? What did I
had
just tell you?
features,
What did I just tell you?
but he has features. But I'm like, what song was so lit that got people buzzing like that? I reviewed a couple Lil Wayne songs from earlier this year. And actually, a couple were pretty fire, but nothing to get nominated for an award.
But what did I just
You know,
tell
so
you?
it's like
I told you a lot of
it's
these
lazy.
people they don't really
Yeah,
know. They're not from the streets. They don't know. They're
yeah.
just doing what people tell them. That's it. They don't really know. And the people
Just
under
throw
them
Drake in
probably
there.
don't even know.
Throw Drake in every category, and he
How?
doesn't win. And he doesn't win.
Like,
Yeah.
because like you said, right? The weird thing about BET Awards to me is they have to keep some type of blackness to it. So ratchetness comes with blackness sometimes. So a lot of times they have to feel like there's a ghetto moment somewhere in there. But most of these people are not from the ghetto. A good portion of them are not. The artists may be, but the people who are running it, they're not from the ghetto.
You're
But it's
not
kind of
from
like
there. Yeah.
they inviting over like a family member inviting over the hood cousins. You know what I'm saying? Because they fun. They fun. Oh, look at him. Ooh, look at the hood cousin. He don't know nothing. That's how I look at it. It's kind of like the rich black people are watching the poor and minority black people make fools of themselves. And they okay with it because they getting money off of it. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't like I really don't really fuck with the BET Awards like that because I just think that it's just I don't know. It's
It's
just a spin
terrible.
off of the Source Awards to me, and we already know how that would happen with that. So I don't
And then
know,
on
man.
top of that, they get the BET Hip Hop Awards, and they do the same damn thing. Even worse, they put out the same ratchet roll once again. You know what I mean? Like,
My thing is like,
and,
why
and
would you have Taraji P Henson do Not Like
doing that
Us?
like us.
Why? Who
Like,
thought of that? And then she dressed like him.
you can't make this up. You just can't make this up.
Why would you do that? Like, why not just pay the money to get him to perform it? Maybe I don't know
It's
if they
too.
asked him, he said no, but obviously he had to say yes because she performed a parody of it. Why not get the real? Why
And you
not get the
can't use
real?
the
The real?
excuse,
I don't
oh,
know,
oh,
man.
well, we don't want to diss Drake because she dissed Drake. She's the one rapping it. Like,
Bro,
come
the song
on.
is already out. It's like people are so.
You, you, can,
I don't know,
you
man.
can't make this up, bro. You
I
just
don't know.
can't make this up.
I don't know. But hey, man, look, that's all I gotta say, man.
You know what I think, man? I think they need to because I noticed during the Usher tribute they brought out like Babyface, L.A. Reid, like a lot of the OGs from the late '80s, early '90s when hip hop was really bubbling. They need to
Hmm.
get people like that.
Yeah.
They need to get that people that level of respect, that level of producer A&R respect on the board to produce a proper show. Because they're in the know, they know who's talented or what have you. They
Hmm.
need to do that. That's my solution to it.
But I tell you, man, the reason why like that's a great idea. The reason why most likely they probably not going to do it because ratchet rap is a hot commodity, and they have to put these girls, they have to put this sexualized things on. They have to because these record labels they paying them so much money to do this. and they will go
That's
against
another
all
topic,
their
a whole
morals and
other
values for that
conversation
money.
too, bro. Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah.
They'll be like, whatever. And guess what? That'll be what they call it, women that play with themselves in front of the camera, half dressed. That's them being sexually liberated. And be like, oh yeah, yes,
Yeah.
that's good.
Sexually liberated rap, right?
Yeah, you can't say anything to her. She's doing her thing. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. That's how I look at it, man.
Yeah.
People like that,
But
they agree to that.
remember when we were coming up, it was exploiting women. Remember that?
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, all the people that
Yeah.
agree to it and cheer for it, they married with kids. And they happily married.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they all right with them doing it. like that's what I said. Like Beyonce, I like Beyonce, but she is the biggest hypocrite of all time, bro. Oh my God, she's a big hypocrite, bro.
Yeah.
Her man literally cheated on her. And she got a song called Single Ladies. If you like, you should have put a ring on and all this stuff. And you would leave him, ring the alarm and all these songs about being single and being women empowerment. And her man cheated on her, and guess what? She's still with him. Telling all these other girls to do all this other stuff. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's what I mean. Like, so when you got your leaders who are being misleaders and they're letting these people come on and do all this stuff on camera, they okay with it because they're getting paid. But at the same time, they looking at it like, well, you know what the teachers used to say?
I mean,
I got mine.
Cardi B is a married woman, for whatever that means.
She's not with him no more, right?
I don't know, man.
Because I don't know, man.
I think she puts that married woman flex on when she wants to, when they know they damn well got an open relationship.
And listen,
but she wants to put that ring out there, like, look, I'm a married woman. And if you talk about me, I'm gonna sue you. Don't you dare diss me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. A lot of these people, man,
it's crazy.
They be married. Look at all them CEOs. They got wives and kids, and they letting these. And I can almost guarantee they don't let their kids watch this stuff. And if they do, they supervise them. Be like, well, what is that dance they're doing? Oh, don't worry about what that dance is. Knowing that damn dance is the scissor between two gay women. Like, don't worry about that dance, girl. You just sit down while enjoy the show. But yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we gotta link up again, no doubt, because there's a lot to talk about, no doubt, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
No problem, boss.
All right, man.
I'll talk to y'all.
All right,
y'all be safe.
Peace. Yeah, man. Thanks to Sean P for coming on, man. Yeah, man, the Grammys, man. Grammys and the BET Awards, man. I know a lot of people give them flack, but it's still credible when you give the good artists an award. And the Grammys are definitely necessary because a lot of artists, they work hard and they deserve it. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So, all right, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye.